Criticism is something we can easily avoid by saying nothing, doing nothing, and not being okay. I consider a man to be more courageous when he overcomes his passions than he who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over the self. The proof that you know something is that you can teach it. Then excellence is not an action but a habit. Educating the mind without educating the heart is not an education at all. To write well, express yourself like an ordinary person, but think like a wise man. Or, think like a wise man, but speak like the average person. A happy life is a life that conforms to the value of virtue. It's a life that involves effort and isn't spent solely having fun. The ideal human being endures the misfortune of living with dignity and grace, seeing the best of all situations. The Constitution is the arrangement of judges in a country. Befriending everyone is like not being friends with anyone. Educated people are different from uneducated as is life from the dead. All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes, opportunities, traits, compulsions, habits, reasons, desires. All human beings, by nature, are curious. All human beings basically want knowledge. Anyone can get angry, it's easy, but being angry with the right people and at the right level and at the right time and for the right purpose, and in the right way, it's not everyone's own and it's not easy. Best of all, man is the noblest of all animals, separate from law and justice, man will be the worst. Character can almost be called the most effective way of persuasion. Courage is the primary human quality because that is what guarantees the quality of the other. Democracy is when it is the poor, and not the people who own the property, who become the rulers. Dignity is not obtained by having honor, but worthiness in obtaining it. Every man can judge well the things he knows. Every bastard is not a thief, but every thief is an asshole. Education is an ornament in prosperity and a place of refuge in adversity. Equality is reflected in equal treatment of unequal people. Even when laws have been written, they don't have to always be unchanged. Excellence is an art won by training and habituation. We do not act correctly because we have virtue or excellence, but we do because we have acted correctly. We are what we do over and over again. It's easy to do a good action, but it's not easy to acquire a habit of doing the action. Excellence is not a coincidence. It is always the result of high intentions, sincere efforts, and intelligent actions. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. The choice, not by accident, determines your fate. Change in everything is sweet. Pleasure in work puts perfection in work. Fear is the pain that arises from the anticipation of evil. Fellow friends hold each other's mirrors. Through that mirror they can see each other in a way that cannot be done by themselves, and it is this mirroring that helps them improve themselves as a person. Friendship is basically a partnership. The good habits formed in youth make all the difference. Happiness depends on ourselves. Happiness lies in activity. Happiness is the expression of the soul in measured action. Happiness is putting the soul to the most appropriate point. He who has never learned to obey cannot be a good commander.